Sore. It was a dogfight. We knew that going into the game though. It's always, whatever the records are between these teams, it's always going to be a 60-minute game, and that was a battle. It really was. There's some sore guys out there, both sides of the ball, but at the end of the day, we just got to finish that drive.
Can you go through those last two throws, how the play was designed? What do you end up seeing?
Yeah, I've been hearing that Trent got held on the third down play a little bit. He was kind of the backside read on it. They took away everything on the front side and tried to give him a ball to catch. It was a tough contested one, but yeah, is what it is. And then the next one, we had Trent again. George kind of got double teamed, took the coverage with him, and it was just, it's a tough one.
Was there any question in your mind when you let that thing go that would have been a touchdown?
No. I knew it was. We ran that on him. We've done it before on him. It's been successful, and we kind of knew it right there. So it's just, that's football, though. You could do all the stuff you want, all the good stuff in the world, make plays, get yourself down in position, and at the end of the day, it comes down to that one play. Did you make it or not? And that's the way the chips fall.
The two interceptions, what did you see on that?
Just tough situations. Just the second one just got a little greedy with it. Should have just been a little smarter and taken the check down. But just, just two tough situations with that.
It looked like on the first one, maybe Sherfield was open to back or surprised you?
A little bit, yeah. Made a nice play on it. Just he kind of got lost, and there was a big crowd of people with the play action, and he kind of just popped out of it last second. Tip your hat to him, made a nice play on it.
You went to Kittle a lot today, obviously, and especially on the last drive, too. When it came down inside the 10 there, was he wanting the ball? And obviously, coverage dictated otherwise?
Yeah, I think everyone wanted the ball. BA, I could see it in his eyes. We had a couple that were, meant for him, and George, same way. But, yeah, coverage, defenses are going to take away, your number one guy in situations like that, and we know that. So, but I have confidence in all those skill guys. Whether it went to a running back, receiver, tight end, whoever, I have confidence in those guys.
Jimmy, what's your mindset when you know you got to go, 98 yards to tie that thing up? I know they're going to probably allow you to nickel and dime a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, what's your mindset there?
That we've been here before, honestly. We very similar to our situation we were in last week. Not being down, but just being backed up like that and having to string together a long drive like that. So we've done it before. That was a great drive up until the end there. But that's kind of what I was saying before. Just you do all this good, bad, and different, whatever it is, and that whole football game comes down to one play at the end. It's kind of crazy.
Jimmy, Kyle said that George was number one in the progression on both of those plays.
Mm-hmm.
There. How quickly do you realize that is this pre-snap that you realize, I won't be able to go to him, or how does that go through your mind?
You have an idea pre-snap, but you're always reacting post-snap. The first one, the third down play, they kind of took it away immediately. They were sitting on it a little bit, waiting for it. But the second one, he made his move, and the linebacker stayed with him. Safety kind of closed on him, so I knew I had one-on-one outside. And that's all you could ask for in the red zone, get a one-on-one like that. And, Trent won the route. So it was just a tough situation, though.
And the timing to Trent would have been to get it to him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was in rhythm and everything, but, it is what it is.
You obviously want this win. You obviously want this win today. Given how close things are in the playoff picture, when does this loss?
I just heard that puts us down to the 7th seed, but I don't know. It's one of those losses that you can't let this, stick with you for too long. Watch the film, be hard on ourselves like we always are. We're very critical of all the little things, but Cincinnati's going to come up real quick, and we got to be able to move on. And we're going out there, so get your mind right for long travel. And this train ain't stopping, so we got to be ready for it.
Jimmy, there were 3-8. They just had Monday night in Washington. There's so much going against them, but it seemed like you guys knew going in this was going to be better. What is it about the Seahawks, just regardless?
Say that again. What was the question?
Well, what is it about the Seahawks in their medal? Like you just knew it was going to be something like this.
I'm sure the environment is part of it. This is as electric as it gets. At the end there, you couldn't hear much in the huddle. Guys were, reading lips and things like that. So I'm sure that plays a role in it. But it's just they've been like this for years now. It starts with Russ and Coach Carroll, I think. But that's just kind of the team they are. It's very similar to us in that way. That's why it's always just such a dogfight between us when we play each other. So, we knew what we were getting into, but just got to be more ready.
Jimmy, what was that play where you guys got the penalty on the snap and you rolled out? Was that the run pass option?
What happened on the play?
You got the penalty on, they said it was a zone read.
Oh, yeah. Alex, something happened with the ball. He kind of moved it and slipped a little bit. And then I think they blew the whistle. I really wasn't sure, but yeah, kind of a little broken play there at that point.
What was it supposed to be?
It was supposed to be a zone read. Kind of some shit happened. And I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, but that was fun.
Obviously, you don't want the refs
All right.
to dictate the game, but how frustrating is it to try to keep your momentum going when that's going on with some penalties?
It's tough. It is tough, but it's part of the game. They're going to call some for us, some for them. At the end of the day, though, you just got to move on and keep playing.
All right, thanks, Jimmy.
All right. Thanks, guys.
I know we were all disappointed, very frustrated. We felt we had a lot of self-inflicted stuff that was always, it's caused by other teams, so I'm not taking anything away from them, but that we had opportunity at the beginning of the game to kind of just really felt like we were ready to go. And, giving them that punt return gave them a lot of life. I thought us scoring, we were trying to get the clock lower. Kittle made a hell of a play, though, on that keeper, scoring a touchdown. Then they got that big return and ended up scoring before the end of the half, which gave them the life back. And then for us to open up the series and fumble it in the third quarter, then defense did a hell of a job stopping them. They missed a field goal, but we followed it with a safety. Then I think we followed it with a pick. So I felt like it went about an hour. It seemed like we barely had the ball, which was our fault. So it was just frustrating. I was glad with the guys, no matter how many bad things did happen. They kept fighting, never quit. That was a hell of a job by the defense getting that turnover on the 1 yard line like they did. And I really believe we were going to go down and score. The guys made a lot of big plays on that last drive and came up short on that fourth down. And I think it was Dunlap did a good job getting his hands up. I think he was going to have Trent there in the end zone, but made a hell of a play and shouldn't have let it get to that point.
What happened on third and fourth downs, both of those plays you went to Sherfield? How did the coverages or what dictated him being the target of those?
Just how the coverages go. I think Sherfield was number 3 in the progression in the first one, tried juice in the flat. They peeled with us, who went to number 3 to Sherfield, and then the fourth down play, they played a cover 2 zone. Kittle ran a nod, and so 2 guys took him, and then we brought Sherfield underneath, who I believe was uncovered, but it got tipped.
You said a week of how close this game was going to be and how much better the Seahawks are than their record. Is it hard to get that message across to your players when the opponent comes into the game with 3 wins?
No, not at all. It's real simple.
Do you feel that we're adequately prepared for this game?
What do you mean?
Do you think the team was prepared for this game? I mean, it looked like they didn't play the best.
Yeah, we're prepared for it, but it's sports, We tried to play our best, but there's some turnovers. Wish we caught that ball on third down. Some mistakes we had, but, yeah, we were prepared.
Coach, were you surprised that Pete Carroll went for try to get the first down instead of a field goal there, and then after that you guys got the fumble? Was that kind of surprising?
Not really. It was a situation where I think it could go either way. It would have been real tough if they made it 14 points with that time left. So, no, I think it 50-50 either way.
How did Jimmy Garoppolo play?
Did some good things. Those 2 picks, though, weren't good plays. He's got to be better with the ball.
What was you looked at it and said, well, why would you throw that ball? Jimmy, on the 2 picks, did you see what he was at least thinking on those?
Yeah, in the first one, Wagner got back, which he does a great job of, and Jimmy's got to wait for him to go by him. He tried to throw it in the first window. It's a second window throw, and on the next one, both linebackers are back there. Jimmy knew it, tried to drop it in over him, which is an overthrow. Should have checked it down underneath him.
How much did Emmanuel's injury kind of impact this game from your defensive standpoint?
You don't know. It always hurts losing a guy like that. Wish he would have stayed in. But, I don't know what would happen if he stayed.
What's the level of concern on the injury?
Of the, what's that?
Mosley injury, what's the level?
I'm not sure. They just told me an ankle, and the fact that he couldn't come back in concerns me. They didn't tell me whether it was high or low or anything like that, so we'll find out tomorrow.
Seems like a big difference in this game was just the play of the special teams. How do you assess your own special teams?
Not good enough today at all. We gave up a fake punt for whatever it was, 70 yards. It seemed like we had a turnover as the kick returner. I thought it, obviously hurt losing Trenton, but Trav's got to hold on to that ball when he comes in. We also gave up a big kick return at the end of the second quarter that led to a touchdown. So, and we missed extra points. So we got to play a hell of a lot better.
It looked like you were rolling in the first half drive there. Ended in a field goal, but there were 2 penalties, 1 hold and a false start. How disappointing was that at that juncture of the game to not be able to finish that drive?
Sorry, us, the hold and false start on that last drive?
No, first half, up 7. I think Jeff Wilson had just had a big game.
Yeah, that one ended in a field goal, right? Real frustrating. I know we got around the corner for a big one. I don't get to see the hold, so I'm not sure about the call, but you live with it. You go back, and it was tough. We obviously wanted 7 and ended up with 3.
When Lenore came in, did you feel like he was, now week 12 going to be more ready for that experience? Obviously, they picked on him a little.
Yeah, I think I think he needs more help on that 3rd and 14, on that go route. We got to be better at safety, getting over there and things like that. I think it was just off a little in a couple of zone coverages, and the second half we wanted to have a bet in there we felt more comfortable with.
I think this is the most penalized you've been all year, and the second most penalty yards you've had all year. Did you get a sense for why that was, and how sort of taxing is it to deal with those penalties?
Huge. I mean, they were a big deal, especially I'll have a different opinion probably tomorrow or more of an opinion when I get to watch them all. But the 2 personal fouls on the quarterback I thought were huge. That led to a touchdown drive. I believe one was on 3rd down. So those can't happen, and usually you can control it. It seemed like they called it because we landed on them, but I think that was Charles who did that. We got to not do that. And yeah, it's hard to win when you have turnovers and penalties.
Kyle, what was the play call where you guys got the penalty on the bad snap and Garoppolo wound up with the ball?
Yeah, it was a zone read play. And that's what the play was.
The 2 last throws to Sherfield, any complaints about the first of those? It looked like there was some contact in the back of the end zone with the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. So.
And on the second, I mean, if Dunlap doesn't get his hand on that ball, is Sherfield wide open?
That's what I saw, yeah.
After a couple three games with almost 40 yards, 40 carries, 25 today, what wasn't working in the running game?
We knew it would be tough. They don't make it easy to run the ball.